T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The following program is rated TVMA for language. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the program, but sometimes things happen, and we may say things that may be offensive to some or non-conducive to others. So in other words, shit happens. Oops.
Niggas coming.
Sorry.
Excuse me, what? You're gonna start by choking on a monster? That's how you want to start the show? I'm not editing this out. That's making it in the final cut. Welcome to this episode of Blerds in the Hood. Sorry about that, baby. Welcome to this episode of Blerds in the Hood. I'm the Swaggy Blerd Winston A. Marshall.
First of all, it was not a monster. No monster.
It was a hard monster. Is that what it was?
Coconut water. So shut up. And I was gonna talk shit about it, and the Lord knew to stop me. I was like, I hate drinking coconut water that has pulp in it, and then I choked on some of the. God damn it! Can we start this all over?
Nope.
Fully prepared to suck his dick.
Start this over. Oh, shit.
We're not starting over. I'm the Swaggy Blerd Winston A. Marshall. That's the resident supervillain, Mr. Jay Washington. And again, as you're watching this, obviously you can tell that this is a pre-tape. It's on the premiere, so I hope you guys are talking in the chat, having a good time, interacting with each other. The reason we're doing this today is Jay, because he is the working comic. He is his working headliner. I don't know if you saw his post on his stories where somebody tried to be like, hey, man, come support me in Bakersfield. He's like, nigga, I'm a nationally touring headliner.
You saw that? Wait. Okay. Man.
I'm not going to let you not talk about that, nigga. I saw it.
We can get, it was the calmest I could have been in responding. Okay. I typed a whole lot prior, but I literally, Mr. Winston A. Marshall.
Go ahead and ask me the question.
My nigga. Nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man.
Nigga. My nigga.
What you been doing?
I had to stop myself because I was like, I'm about to get to this shit right now. Go ahead, my brother.
Well, it's been quite it was a good weekend. It was a little crazy, man. Obviously Easter weekend. So, spent the time with family and whatnot. Finally got to see my aunt, the one I told y'all who has been, really just kind of out here, fighting the brave fight against cancer and everything else like that. It was good to finally lay eyes on her because I haven't been able to see her in years, man. But like, I won't lie, it rocked me a little bit. Because the last time I saw her, I want to say is about 9 or 10 months ago. And she just looks so small. She's lost a lot of weight and everything else like that. And I am so grateful that she's still fighting, but like, it fucks with your head. To see your people like that. So it's kind of a little bit of a mixed bag there, but on a positive note, man, my technically she's my little cousin, but essentially since my cousins were essentially raised like my older sisters, I treat their children as like my nieces. My little niece got into fucking Yale, man, for chemical engineering.
Congratulations.
Like, she is so fucking smart, and she did it. What's wild about that, man, is she skipped like 8th grade or 7th grade, something like that, bro. So she did it a year younger than everybody else too, bro. So we were lit. We were having a good old time. Super proud of her for that, man. And yeah, so that was chill. And then what? Obviously, I'm the Swaggy Blerd. I've been a fucking nerd, but I did a Magic the Gathering draft on Saturday. That was fun, man. That was chill. And y'all were talking mad shit. I finally cleaned my fucking office, bro. It only took a little over a year to be living in this place to do some stuff. I still got some work to do in here, but overall it's looking pretty good. So that's it. I don't have a lot going on. Oh, last little bit of a, I guess, praise report, bro, because I'm going to one of my best friend from grade school, his wedding this weekend back in Dallas. And he was like, all right, fam, I need y'all in like Navy suits for the photos. And I was like, fuck, all right, bet. I'm about to go to this tailor real quick and see what I can do. When I tell you I have a Navy suit that I haven't worn in 2 years. It's been too small because I just gained so much weight, bro. The shit is now too big for me.
That's a good thing, man. Congratulations.
No, I know. I was beside myself. Like, I feel like every time one of these little milestones happen, bro, I end up tearing up a little bit just because, like, you don't. It sounds weird, but like for somebody that has, and I'm sure, some of the people in the neighborhood, I know that Jay and Matt can probably relate to this, but like when you have carried extra weight for a long time, once you start to see like a big change happen, man, it makes you emotional. Because it's something you've been like kind of fighting against for a minute, man. So it's been good. I'm just glad that things are slowing down a little bit. That like when I leave for this wedding, I'll have a chance to like take a small little respite and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I gotta ask you, Mr. Jay Washington.
My nigga. Nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man.
My nigga. What you been doing?
I want to say that I was very polite and respectful throughout all of Winston's, and this has probably been a first.
It was, and now I'll be quiet.
Just wanted to establish that. Just wanted to get that out the way. I've had a pretty. I was talking to a couple of the guys at the gym today. I had a very chill weekend for the most part, and it was rather shocking because I'm not used to having chill weekends. I didn't have a lot of shows, and I was cool with it. I was supposed to, on Thursday, I kept telling you about the show. I was supposed to do it in Temecula that I canceled, that I saw videos and pictures, bro, on Friday. When I tell you, I was like, whoo, I dodged a bullet, baby.
Ooh.
It looked so generic. I said, I'm so glad I didn't go.
Damn.
Because I'd have been so mad. So mad. What did I do? Easter, I went to one of the homies' cribs and hung with his family, which was great. I was grateful for that invite. I thought I was just going to be in the house. Just hung out with different people. But what Winston is talking about, so I got a DM on Instagram from Slice of Italy Comedy, and some cat had the unmitigated gall to say, hey, if you're free, come check out my show in downtown Bakersfield. I'm the headliner. Support local. When I tell y'all, I had to breathe in and out so much before I cussed this motherfucker. Motherfucker. Because my problem is this. A, you don't just try to tell someone to come to fucking Bakersfield. B, you should know who you're hitting up. You don't look good in your promotion when you just randomly say, oh, I'm the headliner. Y'all just come. You don't need to do that. When I tell you I had to be so calm, people were like, yo, this motherfucker really didn't do that. It was like, what did he say after he responded? I was like, he blocked me. And I was like, yep, that was your best bet. Because I looked and I was like, oh, yeah, of course you're the headliner because you booked the show. You booked yourself as the headliner every single week, which means you're not the headliner. You're just the last comic to perform. There is a big ass difference. I also, do I get to have a moment of transparency?
Yeah.
So we're recording this on Tuesday. And today, the announcement of all the comedians who are going to be on Kevin Hart's
Funny AF competition were going to be out. And they've taped these episodes a while back and whatnot. And I remember when they were doing submissions for it, and I saw a bunch of comedians that I know that are on it, and I'm very legitimately happy for everyone. Shouts out to the homie Pap Johnson. Shouts out Corey Bell Boyd. Shouts out to the homie Chris Higgins. There's so many people I know. I would nonstop be listing names legitimately if I was giving love to all the comics I know on it. What really put me in my feelings and hurt me was these are opportunities that come to people who are represented. It's almost invited. So you got to have a rep, and then people will, hit through the reps up and everything. And it really starts to hurt because it's I don't have a comedy rep, right? For those who don't know what that means, is everything I do in stand-up that I've been blessed to do thus far in stand-up has been through my own personal hard work, which has been, those wins have been very rewarding. Getting ready to go to Austin next week for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. Very rewarding. It's the second biggest festival in the country, and to be invited as just off the talent of what I've done, very rewarding, extremely grateful. And I mean that in all sincerity. But it's always what more do I have to do to get this industry to pay attention? Because when these wins come, and they do come, and I'm grateful, it's man, I've already been pulling my hair out, my proverbial hair out. There's a certain TV show that's been airing now, and damn near every comic in LA has done it, except for yours truly. But then I kind of found out why I probably haven't done it. You want to know why I haven't done it, Winston? Because I speak my mind on something. Do you know what I speak my mind on regularly that I do not bite my tongue on? This Fourth Reich administration, the farce of an administration. Because the name
based upon what just happened in the news.
No, in general, because I've never shot.
No. I understand that, but what I'm saying is based the show you're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, just got bought.
Yes. So it's why I haven't done that show, and I found out probably why because of me not biting my tongue talking about this farce of an administration. And I had to post something on Facebook, which one of our producers, Matt, he's like, hey, is this part of the thing? It's this the thing that's pissing you off? I was like, it's part of it. And I was like, you know what? If I don't get to do that show because of me talking about how I feel about this fucked up time and this fucked up situation that the country is in, I'm fine. I will stand on my morals and integrity. I'm fine. But in general, because I know that isn't going to make or break my career. I know that. I know none of these individual little things, that's not true. Some of these things may make or break my career. I know that one thing won't. But then there's other things, there's tapings, et cetera, and it's you need to have that comedic representation to be that voice for you. And the problem I run into a lot, and this is first world problems. I know it, and I know I'm running my mouth, and I got to get ready to be done. But a lot of times I'll see these people I know that are reps, and these big name reps or for these companies and agencies, and it's either one or two things. One, they automatically think I'm represented because I'm always working, I'm always going. And I'm like, no, that's just me busting my ass. I'm like, but the opportunities that I'm trying to bust my ass to get, I can't. Or two, I don't have enough social media followers, which I understand that is the level of the game in which we're at for almost every facet of entertainment. And when I say every facet, I mean every facet, even acting. Yes. I know a bunch of singers and stuff like that who are dealing with it as well. But it's always God damn it. I would think that the work I'm putting in, if I was just trying to be friends with people and using that as clout to get on and just moderately funny, bro, I'd be like, all right, that's what it is. That's these delusions of grandeur. But it stings a little when you're putting in work. You're busting your ass. You've sacrificed more than people will ever fucking realize. And yet you're still sometimes on the outside looking in. So that was just something that was really bugging me today. And I mean, again, I'm going to get over it because I have to. I have to turn around and be Jay Washington on stage. I have to be this professional. I have to do these things, this, that, and the third. So that's really that, man. You could have been brought Winston back. I don't know why y'all kept me on the solo for so fucking long.
Because you had something you needed to get off your chest. So I just was very quiet and respectful.
It's just that. So it's and again, I keep saying this damn near every week. every crash out you don't have, a blessing in heaven comes. And it's why I didn't have a crash out about it. I just was like, I know what it is and I know certain things and it's just frustrating, but what can we do besides move on and move forward and keep pressing forward and keep praying for favor and keep praying for the divine way of doors opening up and those people put in my path and in my life that'll open the doors that no man can close and close doors that no man can open and allow
Close
God
doors.
to order my footsteps. And that's all I can continue to do. So
close the doors. I'm sorry, bro. It's just never not funny.
Nope, it happened. It was worth it.
It's never not funny.
It's never not funny. Streamlabs. So here's the deal. As always, streamlabs.com/Blerds in the Hood /tip. Streamlabs.com/Blerds in the Hood /tip. I've noticed this. When we're not live, some people don't want to kind of support, and that's totally fine. That you don't feel like you only want to do it interactively when you're live. I get it. We respect it. We understand it. But if we're talking about something, you want to get a comment in that you want us to address on the next show, which, by the way, I'm trying to find out now because I will not be here next Wednesday. I will be in Austin. If you guys want us to just go live on Tuesday, I know Winston's schedule is a certain way. Because either way it goes, it'll be some time around this time where we have to tape it or whatnot, just to figure that out. But if you want to get that stuff in, we will definitely respond to it on the next show. So I just want you all to know in advance what's happening. So you can't be like, oh man, they'll be back next Wednesday live, blah, blah, blah. Unless they do it live with Dwayne or Matt jumping in and I'm not here. But I'm letting you know I won't be here next Wednesday. So I'll be in Austin. So if you want to do that, streamlabs.com/Blerds in the Hood /tip, Cash Apps and Venmos respectively. I promise you we will acknowledge every single thing on the next
always
show.
Do. We always do. So anything that comes in, we will read them out. If we do end up hitting any of the support to shots, we will take the shots. Now, mind you, if we come back and y'all have blessed us bountifully, and it's like y'all niggas got to do 7 shots. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's going to happen over time. I'm not taking 7 shots in a row to watch me die.
Man, fuck that. I'll be a G. He won't. I will. Now, I might not, because here's the thing, I have a 6 a.m. flight that next morning. We can just go whole body packed. I packed and got everything together ahead of time. All right. But yeah.
Okay. You know what I'll even do, Jay? So, like I said, I'll be in the chat for a little bit tomorrow. I do have I'm in a senior thesis film that I've got to go to the screening for. They just invited me last minute, which I was like, why you waited to tell me the night before? Okay, but I'll be in the chat. I'll put a poll up. If y'all decide that y'all want us to go live on Tuesday, we will go live on Tuesday. But if y'all are like, nah, it's fine, the Wednesday is better for us, then we'll do another pre-tape and we'll put that out for you. How about that? Does that work?
Fair, whatever you feel like, whatever best. All right. I'm trying to also, I've been trying to stall and get myself mentally focused for the shit in which we're about to discuss.
It is some shit.
It is some shit. Okay, so as you're watching this, you do already know this country and Iran still exist for the time being.
For the time being.
For the time being. This motherfucker tweeted this out. We're recording this on Tuesday. This is what he literally tweeted, whatever you want to call it, on Truth Social. This motherfucker legitimately said this is not an AI. This is not a Photoshop. This is a direct post from the supposed president of the United States.
Oh, we're not even gonna go back to the Easter one because that
I was wondering. Yeah, I didn't know. No. Let's do today first, and then while we're doing that, Easter can be brought up, and if it's not in there already.
Yeah, for sure.
So on Tuesday, this motherfucker said, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen tonight. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the people of Iran." This motherfucker legitimately, again, openly admitted to potentially committing not only genocide, but war crimes.
Yep.
Go back to Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday.
You haven't pulled it. You need me to pull the tweet.
You don't have it. Y'all don't have it? It should be, out of all the things, it should be there.
That's okay. Give me a second. I have it just because we didn't have it on there.
Again, it is something.
Well, it makes sense. The one that happened today is the other one, but he specifically said Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. What the? I think I just had a stroke. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Donald J. Trump. This is on Easter Sunday.
I'm mad. I wasn't invited to a certain premiere that happened tonight. Okay. Well, why am I mad? Why am I mad? You're a recurring character. You'll be okay. Okay. It's two things. So many things happen at the same time. It just hit me. I do, but I don't get it. This motherfucker is playing a deadly game because both Russia and China, the two other world superpowers, have openly said that if the United States nukes Iran, which he is talking about, because that's the only way you're going to issue total obliteration, is that they will issue a strike on the United States, which in terms will start World War III officially and a global thermonuclear war. Like, this is the movie War Games. As of today, I think it was around 3 p.m. Pacific, 37 Democratic members of the House have called for the 25th Amendment to be invoked, and for the
they finally did it.
Yeah, it's like 35 Democrat and plus Marjorie Taylor Greene. But again, you are part of the reason we're in this mess. It's not going to matter. I've said this numerous times on the show. When you have what did I? So you missed some major news. Then what did I? No, I didn't. So allow me to handle it. There was supposedly a ceasefire. Keyword supposedly. Now, this is how I say supposedly, because now there is a ceasefire that's supposed to be in place as of now for 2 weeks. But there were missiles shot off in that Tehran. So this is from the quote unquote president's desk today. Jesus Christ, I can barely read that.
Let me see. I got it.
Can you see it?
Yep, I can. Looking at it. Based on conversations with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Field Marshal Asim Munar of Pakistan, and wherein they requested that I hold off the destructive force being sent tonight to Iran, and subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire! The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Almost all of the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized and consummated. On behalf of the United States of America as president and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to have this long-term problem close to resolution. Thank you for your attention to this matter! President Donald J. Trump.
I just... There's just everything wrong with all of this. You know, I'm really at a point where I'm like, this dude is playing with people's lives. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, what's wild to me is that he constantly, like, if you watch what's been going on for this last month, 6 weeks, however long it's been since the bombing started, he on the one hand is going to be like, open the fucking straight, but like also like, we don't need the oil, but like, where's the oil? But like, we don't need it. That's why I got Venezuela. He said in like another speech like a couple days ago, he was like, they love me here. I'm president, you know what I mean? And then when it's over, they love me in Venezuela. I'll go to Venezuela. I'll run for president there. Like, openly even admitting that he's going to turn around and say, fuck this, and go to another country and try and be president. So for somebody that's like turning around and like constantly saying America first on this shit and all the other countries are shit and all that shit, he's talking about going to go try and be president of another fucking country, even if it's just off the fucking cuff. That's how he's talking about bombing another country. That's how he's talking about the idea of us going into World War III. Like, it's exhausting because he spends all his time just saying whatever the fuck comes to mind and doesn't give a fuck what the repercussions are, no matter what. Like, he doesn't care that he is threatening a genocide against Iran because he said, we're wiping his civilization out. That was his initial threat this morning. Today is a day that a civilization will be wiped out. You saw the tweet. We posted it up here. This man is fucking insane. And people have 3 times, but twice elected him to the office, but 3 times voted him within striking distance of the office if he didn't overall win it. Like, it's fucking insane.
And I want to acknowledge. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's it. I was just like, but here we are, is essentially what I was going to say.
I want to acknowledge him saying the 47 years of this, there has been this back and forth of 47 years between the U.S. and Iran, and over the majority of it, and again, one of our producers, Dwayne, can tell me if I'm wrong, there's been this, Iran's going to potentially get a nuclear weapon. They're going to get a nuclear weapon. And everybody's like, no. And then there was an agreement that a certain president put in place that would prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. And then we all were like, oh, cool. And then the files that showed his name in it more times than, as I always say, Jesus is in the Bible, came out. And I want you to know something. He tore up the agreement or something like that, like right before it was supposed to. It's something about one of the agreements were about to end. They were already in place, and he just wants to have an agreement with his name on it because, of course, he's his ego. Yeah. But all of this is happening. This is not. Is Iran's regime was the former supreme leader oppressive to many of the people of Iran? Let the people of Iran tell you, yes. The way the women were treated, et cetera, et cetera. Should that leader have been removed? Yes. Is it always the U.S.'s job to play Big Brother and do this shit? Absolutely not. That is what if I'm not mistaken, that's what the UN is for. But to sit there and know that all of this shit, his Venezuela shit, this and more, are literally all because Donald Trump is a fucking pedophile. Well, this is literally all the reason this is.
That is a massive part of it. I honestly think I guess if what you're implying is because then Netanyahu's holding something over his head as far as like, okay, I don't know if you meant just from the distractionary element of like, if we're at war, then we're not paying attention.
No, I believe that Benjamin Netanyahu has not only the unredacted files, but the videos, everything that is like proven, all the concrete evidence, like none of that. Oh, this is AI. I believe Benjamin Netanyahu has everything on him.
Probably.
And because you get to utilize him, again, you do not have, this isn't anything against Israel, by the way, before anyone starts jumping on that bandwagon. This is about Netanyahu having it on Trump. Just as much as I believe Putin still has things on him. I believe various leaders have shit on him that if it hit, which again, they would rather control him to do what they want to do or want to have done, as opposed to release it. And now you can't do anything else with him. You get what I'm saying? Because You watch The Boys, right?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the new
Do it-
stuff yet.
But you've watched damn near from the beginning.
Or yes.
Do you remember season 1, the issue with the airplane and Homelander and Maeve?
Yeah, and he wouldn't save them.
Right. Remember what happened with Deep found when he found the GoPro that had the footage that showed Homelander let everyone die, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maeve held on to it till she finally told him, if you do anything to my girlfriend, Starlight, Huey, I will release this.
Right.
I will release this.
Right.
And for a while, it kept him under wraps.
Right.
Until he killed the dude in that rally. And everyone was behind him.
Right.
Then it was like, what can you do to hurt me now?
Right.
So it's once you release it or you find something else where it's like it isn't going to matter, then it won't. I even believe at this point, unfortunately, and we can move on, or however you want to go with our next part to it, I do believe if they released all of that, I don't think it would matter anymore.
It would and it wouldn't. I'll put it to you this way. I think the most interesting thing that's been coming out of this entire scenario, but that's actually why I think the ceasefire, because there's a part of me that believes that the ceasefire legitimately isn't real. This is just another one of those trying to save face moments. Is you're talking about a scenario where this MAGA civil war has been like legit going ham. Like it started with like the Candace dealing with Charlie's situation, so back and forth with Erica and all that kind of stuff. But then it's like them calling Tucker Carlson like a traitor, the Megyn Kelly of it all, the fact that Alex Jones of all fucking people the other day was like, hey, he's just out here talking about Allah, like praising Allah. Like I can't even, this is ridiculous. Like I can't do it this anymore. And like the price of oil, all that kind of stuff has started to open people's eyes. But I think the thing is, if this legitimately does stop right here and right now, they'll have short-term memories. They're not gonna, that's not going to be enough for them to go, no, I'm off this train forever. They go, ooh, it was close there for a minute. I thought I was going to have to denounce him, but I guess we're okay. Like that part I agree with you with is I think that it was definitely a scenario where people were about to be off the Trump train, and I think this may have just saved them some face, unfortunately.
But again, does it still save face when, because gas isn't just gonna drop overnight?
No, it won't.
So
it won't just drop overnight.
Granted, we're at where we are, but I hear what you're saying. But my belief is, remember, we said this at the beginning. If I kept saying this, the Epstein files will come out, he's in it, and people won't care. And guess what started happening? People didn't care, unfortunately. So now there's more. There's more to the sinking ship that is MAGA. So, and a lot of people brought this up a certain way. Pam Bondi, the now former Attorney General, was fired. Now, she was fired. They say she begged for her job. And
dude,
the reason,
South Park fucking nailed her so well.
So because of her handling of the Epstein files, because she was supposed to go to speak before Congress and be sworn in about it. And so she was fired. But as you saw, as soon as he fired, her picture was in the trash.
Wait,
so
what? They put the picture in the trash?
Put it back up. You didn't see that?
I did not see it. Yeah. I just looked over and I saw her face. Yeah. I didn't even look at the second side of the photo.
Yeah. So, but here's the problem. The interim Attorney General is just as bad as her. So Todd Blanche, he defended Trump during a lot of his cases. He is set to be the person going forward. And he is said to be a person who will be more, adamant about pursuing Trump's political opponents. Now, we know that's what he's been doing.
look, everybody he appoints is going to get put through, right? Because the hearings, the confirmation hearings are all just a formality. Because again, there's the majority Republican in the House, Senate, et cetera, et cetera. I try to not sound so down in despair. Like a lot of people are like, oh, well, what can we do? And, to the point of call your congressman and call your congresswoman, I don't know if that means anything at this point. The fact, like I brought up last show, so many Republicans are now retiring from their seats where they won't even run in midterms because they know the ship is sinking. But the problem is we're already too far gone.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it's a little late to be doing all this shit. I won't lie about that, man. I think the thing that bothers me more than anything is just the idea of how normalized this all has gotten, and the idea of people because like I said, I don't know how much there's that we can actually do. The idea that all of the writing was on the wall for this, and feeling like you're just it's why what gets me, and we've talked about this before, why so many black people got really pissed off when all the ICE stuff was going on, and you're being like, can you believe what law enforcement is doing right now? Who treats people like this? And we're like,
you know who they treat like? Oh, Mac, you should have been on the key. This would have been perfect to be on the trigger. You know who they treat like this? Nigga. So. Who do they treat like this? Nigga.
Why is that funny? That shouldn't be funny. That's horrible. But yet here we are.
It's also now on social media all the, I voted for deporting the illegals, removing the criminals, and releasing the unstated, but I didn't vote for this. Yes, you did. You absolutely did. And everybody's like, oh, we shouldn't be shaming those people. Yes, we should.
I think they can catch the smoke. It's fine. At this point.
It's really a very, very, very frustrating thing to deal with. Again, people always like, well, we know it's Taco Tuesday. Trump always chickens out. But I don't care about him chickening out as much as you are playing with the global destruction of the planet right now.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
To play with.
I don't disagree with you, but again, he already did this, 5 years ago.
But not to this level. He never to this level. Even during his first term, and maybe I'm wrong. One of our producers can tell me I'm wrong.
I think you're right. I think you're right about that. You're right.
To the level of being like, I'm gonna end a whole fucking civilization. What? Are you fucking serious? Again, we all keep saying it. Had Joe Biden said some shit like this, had Barack Obama said some shit like this, had George Bush Jr., not even just Senior, Jr., said some shit like this, the 25th Amendment would have been invoked.
You're not wrong. You're certainly not wrong about that, man. Which, real quick, before we go to the next story, streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip, streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/tip. We actually missed one from the last show because it came in right as we wrapped up. So I'm going to read it real quick. This is from Philip P., who says, good morning from your boy in London town. Woke up in the middle of the night here, but got to hang with the neighborhood. Huge love always. Can we crowdfund the $10K for the roof crew and then go and burn that bitch's roof? Asking for a friend.
Yo, that is hilarious. Hey, man, listen. Sometimes you won't have a giant bonfire in this bitch.
Dude said, I'm just asking for a friend. I just want
to
get anybody in trouble.
let's move on to our next story. So it's been a minute since we talked about this, and it's getting closer and closer. But now, again, the wool is being pulled back and everything. Paramount. Okay. First of all, that's a hellified image. Wow.
Well, that is a wild image. Did you make that yourself, Matt? No, he didn't make it. He said he didn't make it. He just pulled it.
So, Paramount Skydance, which is led by David Ellison, a former failed actor, has received commitments of close to $24 billion to back its takeover of Warner Brothers Discovery from 3 Middle Eastern sovereign wealth firms. And this has been confirmed by Variety, okay? So Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has agreed to provide about $10 billion to Paramount, with the state-controlled funds of Qatar and Abu Dhabi providing the remainder of the $24 billion. Now, this is according to a source familiar with the agreement, as first reported by the Wall Street Journal. Told you, motherfuckers. First of all, Paramount did not have the money. Paramount did not have the money that they were going to spend. First of all, that they overpaid for Warner. But now you have officially, you damn near officially, not official because this isn't locked in yet and everything, but damn near officially put Warner Brothers in Saudi Arabia's hands, which a lot of people thought Saudi Arabia was going to do it itself. But instead of just doing it itself, they say, no, we'll find pansies to do it for us.
But I think that's the thing. It's from the standpoint of they were more interested in getting in the Hollywood game, whereas, as we've said multiple times, while there is some part of the Ellisons that are interested in the Hollywood elements and the IPs, a vast majority of it was because, yeah, you're going to be able to do what you want with IPs and all that shit, but they're trying to appease Trump. Trump has said 1,000,000 times he fucking hates CNN and he wants them dealt with. So what do? You go and get one of your sycophant fucking supporters to go and buy.
You buy it.
CNN and then do whatever they want with it. I said this.
Remember how Twitter changed? Because why? He didn't like Twitter.
He didn't like Twitter, because especially once he got pulled off of it for saying wild shit. So he went and had one of his boys go and buy Twitter and then say, I'm trying to save the town square. Got comedy. What is it? Free comedy or a revive? What's the stupid shit that Elon kept saying? He kept saying legalized comedy. That was the stupid shit he kept saying. Is legalized comedy was the stupid shit he said over and over and over again. So, I mean, look, I think people should genuinely be worried about this. That this is why I said over and over again. Anybody that was like, oh, dude, but the theatrical window, Netflix is going to close the theatrical window. It's going to ruin movies. Bitch, it was bigger than movies. It was always bigger than movies. It's why I found myself never leaving that out of the conversation, because at the end of the fucking day, as devastated as I would be if movie theaters disappeared, I'm a little more concerned about the fact that you're legitimately watching a state-run media thing start to go. And then on top of that, you're also watching now that, again, the Saudis now have a hand in what is going to be put in Hollywood.
Well,
so
the Saudis have always been trying, and I just want to interject this real quick, please forgive me.
Mm-hmm.
They've always just been trying to do this entertainment thing to spin their image, their public image.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's all.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you. It is definitely something that they have been trying to do for a minute. So I'm not surprised by any of that. I guess my question to you, Jay, is because we interestingly enough, there have been some things that we have seen go down at Paramount. Like I'm sure you saw that Issa Rae actually just signed a huge first look deal with Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
So that happened. And I know a lot of people were saying oh, but they're so anti DEI and everything else that you're never gonna see another nigga, anything like that on any of that stuff whatsoever. There was another thing that you had alluded to, which, if I'm not mistaken, is run by a black individual, and that is also then being bought by Paramount Skydance as far as that goes, because that they got the
Viacom.
The Viacom, yes, which is owned by Paramount Skydance. Mm-hmm. And so they got the time slot that was late night with Colbert.
Oh, you're talking about Byron Allen.
Late Show.
Show. Byron Allen's Comics Unleashed will now be what fills in the spot of Stephen Colbert. But here's the thing with that one, and this is something I got to kind of break down for people. So he's buying the time. He bought the block. He buys the block of time. So
they didn't buy his show. He bought the slot.
He bought the slot.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought Paramount Skydance said, "Hey, we love the show. We're going to buy it and put it on."
He bought the slot.
Oh,
so
that's a very different. Okay,
but that's how he's always operated. He has always bought the time. So that's the thing. Number one, with Byron Allen's programming, it's never been anything new. He's always bought the time, right? Mm-hmm. But when it comes to TV shows, I need people to understand that's how a lot of TV shows get on air anyway. Because a lot of times the network in which a show airs isn't the network that's putting the show on or the studio. You have shows that are created by Sony that are put on Amazon or put on ABC or Hulu and all these different things. And the production company buys the time to be in that slot in a sense. And again, the networks sell advertising space. They sell to the advertisers for commercials, et cetera, et cetera. And then there are some that, yes, the studio buys the show.
No, I see. Well, that's the thing. So, for example, CBS was putting up the Late Show with Colbert. That's why I was confused. I thought that they were doing the same thing. No, but in this case, and I'm looking at a Yahoo News about it right here. Carrying Allen shows will provide major savings for CBS. Allen pays CBS for the hours and covers the full production cost for his programs. In return, his company gets most of the commercial units in the programs, which his company can sell. So he really is buying the time in this particular case versus the network itself putting up said show.
Okay, but yeah. So, and you pay for it. So you pay for it, but your return on your investment comes in, like you said, on the advertisements that are going to run during the show. Because you have that coveted late night spot. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get certain companies are for sure going to be like, we have to advertise with this, so it's there. But I think the thing with that, and I will say this about the show, Comics Unleashed, which by the way is the show, for those who don't know, the one thing I can give this show the most immense amount of credit for, if nothing else, no matter how people may feel about it replacing Colbert or whatever the case, there's been so much discussion back and forth about it. This show has given so many comedians their first ever TV credit. Mm-hmm. He's put a lot of comedians on TV for the very first time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And as someone who is on TV regularly, I understand that feeling. I can never disparage a comedian for being happy for being on network television with a legit credit for the first time. Mm-hmm. I know that feeling. Now, people are like, oh, well, what about Byron Allen said he don't want he wanted politically neutral and all this. So what? Okay, Colbert did give you such a zinger and knew how to hit things. Yes, he did. But guess what? There are also many other alternatives out there. And if you think by any stretch of the imagination, Stephen Colbert is just about to walk up to the sunset and be done, you're a fucking idiot. I hate to say
no. He's if I remember correctly, there's already something he's working on. I believe it's a movie.
He's writing the Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah.
You think as far as the late night spear, he's gonna be gone?
No.
You think about this. Remember when Conan O'Brien had the Tonight Show after replacing Leno, and then him being like, you know what? Actually, we're going to bring Leno back. What did Conan do? Started his own thing. Mm-hmm. And Team Coco and Conan became so massive at one point, it was actually trumping over the Tonight Show in itself. Comics and different people wanted to be on Conan. Yeah, the legacy factor of the Tonight Show, but you wanted to be on Conan. So when you have Colbert, if he decides to do that, You get what I'm saying? So I don't want people to be like, damn, well, he's just gonna be gone. No, there's just gonna be a change of some things.
Yeah.
But again, having Saudi Arabia put this money into this to show you where this money again. What was does anyone have the numbers of what what Paramount won the bid for? Was it 120 billion or 112 billion or something like that? I know it was over 100 billion.
I'm looking. Hold on, let me look at the source real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting 24 billion from Saudi Arabia, Qatar.
No, they're getting 30. Well, you're getting 24. So, but
they have received commitments of close to 24 billion to back.
I want to know what the amount was that they won the bid with.
What Paramount Skydance won with?
110.
111. 111.
So regardless, okay, thank you both of you guys. So regardless, you guys are in the same ballpark, 110, 111. What's the extra $1 billion? Am I right, Matt?
Nigga, please.
but I say that.
Well, there's something. Hold on. There's a reason why I laugh at that a little bit, and because I don't. One of the fucked up things that we're not even talking about at this particular point, we haven't even gotten to the layoffs that will come to Paramount and Warner's once this is done. But are you aware of the amount of layoffs that have just happened at Oracle, which is essentially the company that
owns TikTok,
bro, and that own TikTok as well? They have just laid off roughly 30,000 jobs, nigga.
Yeah.
30,000. All the while they hired a new CFO. The new CFO is making $950,000 a year. While cutting all those jobs, you went and gave somebody damn near a 7-figure salary to come in and to help co-run that company.
But what you do, because again, TikTok is dying. TikTok is now dying. Everybody slowly I'm seeing is like, it's slow since the acquisition and now the change of the algorithm, whatever, it's slowly dying. But bro, what's $1 billion, right? What's a measly billion? But it goes to show Paramount this is business debt and bankruptcies are completely different than normal people's, because Paramount didn't have the money to get it. You know what I'm saying? When they were like, yo, I'll do 111 billion. Everybody was like,
I got $11 billion, bro.
$11 billion. Everybody, hey.
I got 501167, my nigga. It's 501167 billion.
Hey, niggas start looking around and I'm like, hey. We only get like 63 billion loose, right? And so now you're like, where's the rest of this money coming from? And then you find, again, these companies are being acquired at a loss,
right?
At a major loss,
right?
All to appease an ego. And again, business loss in that corporate loss, shall I say. Corporate loss is different, not than just even regular business loss, but personal loss.
Yeah, man. I like I said, I mean, the stuff that we haven't even necessarily talked about, like both with the war shit, but even with this too. I mean, again, that old adage, bro, follow the rich white man. You just talk about the wild shit that's happening. I think about the war too, and how all these like poly markets and shit that like Donald Trump Jr. is like helping co-run and shit like that, bro. The amount of money they're making off some insider shit of knowing when daddy is going to be dropping bombs and shit. Like,
the most corrupt administration in history. People legitimately kept wanting to say that, oh, he's not going to take his presidential salary. It doesn't matter.
He made billions. Remember, their Trump coin came out. It's Cauchy shit. The number of things that he has made money off of with this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like,
fucking matter.
Hey man, I'm trying to find out what about this Google settlement that came out supposedly.
What Google settlement?
So there's a Google Plus settlement.
Google Plus. What the fuck is a Google Plus?
So there's a Google an incognito settlement that's coming. I think did I finish that one?
What? But you said Google Plus, like back when Hulu Plus existed, which that was always funny to me. Why is the first thing they did with Hulu was Hulu Plus, bro? Plus from what, my nigga? Plus from what?
What extra was you? Oh yeah, with Plus you don't get no ads. That's what that is, supposedly.
No. You got ads with Hulu Plus, nigga.
So that was a breakdown if you want it.
Say what now?
The breakdown of the Google data settlement.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
The class action lawsuit, Taylor versus Google LLC, contends that Google's Android devices.
Wait, what's the name of it?
Taylor versus Google LLC.
Okay, I want to make sure I got that.
Contends that Google's Android devices passively transferred cellular data to Google without user permission, even when the devices were idle. While not admitting fault, Google reached a preliminary settlement in January, agreeing to pay $135 million to about 100 million U.S. Android phone users.
Oh, please, God. Oh, please, Jesus. Oh, please, let me guess.
Wait. Say that number again, Matt.
135 million.
To how many people?
100 million U.S. Android phone users.
Okay, there you go. It's a solid $100. $36. What's that math? Hold on. 136. $1.36, nigga. You go get $1.36.
No, not the way motherfuckers.
You go get $1.36, nigga. I love that for you.
You know what? You shut your whole mouth.
You could buy half a lotto ticket.
You shut your...
So here's how you can be a part of the settlement. Be a living human individual in the U.S., have it used an Android mobile device with a cellular data plan, have used the aforementioned device at any time from November 2017 to the date when the settlement receives final approval.
Give me my dollar, bitch!
Jay wants his dollar.
Give me my dollar, bitch. I'm looking. I'm tasting.
Hey, Jay, if people don't sign up for this, you got a chance of getting more than $1. Think about it that way.
Oh, I know. Let me tell you something. I sit there and I will always check your spam always, first and foremost. You will damn near always have a class action lawsuit thing for something you may not ever remember. So if you ever signed up for a website, an app, or something like that, and put your email in, sometimes you might fuck around, get a class action, be part of a class action settlement.
It's also going to be less than $1 because of the administrative attorney fee.
First of all, but here's the thing. But here's where it goes beautifully. Like number one, like Matt said, everybody doesn't sign up. Number two, all of you niggas with iPhones who talk shit about us with Androids for years.
Your data gets breached more often, so you guys get more of these dollar settlements. Also, you one of us now. What the fuck are you talking about? You acted like you're not a part of this little cult of ours, bro. He said he had to remove himself. Don't run. Please don't run. Don't run, Jay. Come on back, baby. That's fine. You could have just put me on my solo dolo. You didn't have to take yourself out of it and just fuck the whole broadcast up. But yeah, no, I love how he be bragging about his little Android all the time. And now he's gonna get his little $1 and they have all of his information. They can fuck his credit up however they want.
Hey man.
Uh-huh.
Let me, listen, brother. I know that now I am an
I love to see where you're going with this. I'm just gonna sit my Michelob Ultra and just wait.
Now, thanks to one of our illustrious producers, Dwayne Burke, I possess an iPhone, and I just want to say, like before February, we was Android gang, and the reason in which we had to use this iPhone is that the Android gang wouldn't charge. So,
womp. you. I don't think you. The funny thing is, man, I feel like you forget sometimes that I myself am just a funny individual. When I catch you with strays, that you're just like, where the fuck did that come from? Your face when I said that was like, that came from you? From you? Okay, we got to move on to the next set of stories, man.
We have another set of stories?
We got some more stories. And I have one that I actually want to ask you about. I see that we got through sports here. And there was one thing from a comedic side that I want to talk to you about after the sports stuff. But let's talk about it. Sha'Carri Richardson, man, she straight up just smoked. She smoked a bunch of amateurs in the Star Wars GIF 2026 race. It's where essentially you have professional
legs. Look at that definition in them legs, baby. That's crazy. The muscles.
So you end up with a professional runner who races a bunch of amateurs down in Australia, and I believe we actually have the video of that. Do we not, Matt? We do? Okay, let's play the video.
Oh, we have no audio to the video. Okay,
cool. So that we can talk. So you can see she's on the far left.
So start it over again. Start it over again, please.
Yeah. Start it over. Since we, here we go. So she's on the far left.
Pause it.
There's not a pause.
Okay, so down in the bottom left, you see the little legs? That is Sha'Carri right there. You see
burning all of them.
She's getting past all of them.
All of them.
She wins. Now, this is what happens when you win. You create 9 new races.
Okay, no, stop it. You need to tell the whole story before we even get to your little jokes. God damn it.
So, first of all, I want to have. Do you have the break? I remember I saw it online. I don't know if there's a full breakdown of what exactly this race is, because this race has been going on for a couple of 100 years.
Yeah. I had it for a minute. Let me just pull it real quick. I want to say I saved it on Twitter.
What was that?
A burp. That I tried to stifle it. So part of the thing with the whole race with Sha'Carri is this is something that they do every single year. That only 2 men and 2 women have ever actually, like the professionals, have ever won the whole thing. And in this particular case, as you saw her smoke all of those people, the winner of this normally, because again, they're not only are they racing, they're running uphill. You can't see it from the overhead, but they're running uphill doing that. The winner normally wins 50,000 Australian dollars. Sha'Carri just won that money just by smoking all of it, bro.
She won a Birkin bag. That's what she just won. So, again, you're running uphill. You see. I wish we had a picture of it like paused in the beginning, how everyone is stacked, where there are people like there's a disadvantage to the position where Sha'Carri is. She is not running at an equal start. You see, she's at least 15, 20.
Yeah. So I'm just reading the story. So Richardson's win was historic because she became just the 3rd woman in the race's history to win from scratch. Under the rules, Richardson was required to run the entire 120-meter distance, while other competitors were given what amounts to a head start. According to reports from the scene, Richardson caught the field at the 90-meter mark before pulling away to win at a time of 13.15 seconds. Just make sure I'm patient that the first 10 meters, like my coach told me today, and just executed the rest. She told the 7 network television after the race. I think I realized I was going to run right around the 90-meter mark. Yeah, man, that's crazy. So Richardson and her boyfriend, former 100-meter world champion Christian Coleman, were the star attractions at the race. Coleman, who had to race from scratch, failed to qualify for the final in the men's division. Bro, she absolutely destroyed. And this is the 144th edition of the event, and it's held annually in a small town in Australia near Melbourne. That's hysterical.
Congratulations, Sha'Carri Richardson. We're getting ready for LA 28 if there is a Los Angeles or if there is a USA. I mean, stay tuned for.
Did you get tickets, bro?
No.
You didn't get tickets to anything?
No.
Oh, dude. We're going to the women's basketball bronze final. We're going to some women's rugby.
How much do they cost?
because the LA local, they allowed people to buy tickets for the cheap, bro. So we got the basketball game was like $100. The rugby games were like $28, and something else was $28. But yes, I know. Trust me, the rest of those tickets are going by thousands. I am
Niggas
aware.
out here paying $5,000. Like,
bro, it's like 7,000 to go to the opening ceremony. I was like,
what type of hell hostage prices are you niggas? $7,000. This is a very sad and fucked up, and I don't know why the fuck this is happening story. Angel Reese has sucked my dick for laughing. I'm sorry. I'm so mad.
You just said Angel Reese sucked my dick. Wow, bro.
I choose finance.
Is that how you really feel? You just gonna be talking about Angel like that, man? Come on, bro.
Angel, first of all, I would not tell Angel Reese to suck my dick like that. First of all, that'd be so aggressive and so.
Where the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
I didn't even say it to her like that at all. But let me tell you something. Have you seen Angel Reese up close dressed up? My God, my brother in Christ.
She is fine.
She is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese has been traded from the Chicago Sky to the fucking Atlanta Dream.
Well, why you got to say it like that, man? Like the Atlanta Dream
won third place. Let me finish my heart, Mark.
Won third place last year, and this will help improve their game as they go forward into this next season, looking for a chip. So, as far as some of the details, the Chicago Sky traded two-time WNBA All-Star Angel Reese to the Atlanta Dream for 2 first-round draft picks, the 27 and 28 pick. The Dream will receive the 2028 second-round swap rights. But yeah, she led the league in double-doubles, 23 last season, while pacing the Sky and scoring 14.7 points and 3.7 assists. I mean, I think this is honestly huge, man. Like y'all know that I'm a big W fan. You're pairing her with Brittany Griner, which is really you're going to get some veteran presence with her to help further develop her game as far as that goes.
Shouts out to Angel Reese pairing up with Terrence Trent D'Arby. You know, that's going to be a great thing. And I just said a reference that only.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm not letting you drag me down. I'm not being involved in your bullshit. You know Brittany be fighting for less, bro. Have you seen the highlights of Brittany's fighting career? She will fuck you up, Jay. Brittany Griner don't give a fuck. She dropping elbows and Muay Thai knees to the face. No. You will not involve me in your
because I gave a Terrence Trent D'Arby reference in 2026.
Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What is your dumb ass say it?
Why is Matt over here holding up the goddamn like Mockingjay symbol like and shit over on the side? What are you doing?
You be playing with clits like this from a single mother.
just But no, this will pair Reese up with dynamic guards Alicia Gray and Rain Howard, who was 4th in MVP voting last year, as well as what are you laughing about?
Our producer Dwayne said the Dream gonna be at the wishing well for that championship. Wish me love or wish it well. You don't know who Darby is.
No, I got it. I just didn't. I was like, I forgot that was.
Nigga, he was before Jamiroquai.
No. I know.
Darby walked so Jamiroquai could run with that big ass hat.
Bro, hey, Matt, stop it.
Jamiroquai is a singer from the 90s. Matt, the 90s are we got to treat you like a young child. You know, Matt be out here not knowing years and shit. Be like, oh, these young, older things.
But Jay, I gotta ask you a question because like that was the whole thing. The relationship between Angel and the Sky has been kind of rocky for and I'm curious, as a Chicago sports fan, I had heard that some of the fans in Chicago were also on, like, not necessarily because for the cult, like the culture of Chicago fuck with her. But there were some fans that were like kind of feeling some type of way, one way or the other. I don't know. Like, can you speak on that?
Again, we have one big thing that can be said about a lot of Chicago teams is ownership and management.
Mm-hmm.
It always boils down to that. Like,
you have our star players, and then owners and management can't get along. You know, the star players want to be treated like star players, and the management and ownership is always like you're expendable. And so it's very mismanaged. You know, there probably will be more in detail. This is how you know. This is how you know it was some shit that went down. When the announcement was made, she had on an Atlanta Dream jersey ready.
Well, it sounds like she had already been talking to like Rain and all that, and clearly this was something that was being talked about because she was.
Our producer Matt says he knows a little more what's going on with this. We will allow him to speak on this.
So this has been going on for a few months. This all started back when I almost called her Brittany Griner because of Jay. When Angel Reese, your Brittany Griner joke. Anyways, this all happened back towards the end of the season when she took shots at her teammates and management. So she had made enemies in the locker room, and at this point in time, they just felt like it was a better time to split because it's easier to remove one cog than remove other cogs that you'd get less for in return. Because in their way of being mismanaged, the Chicago Sky do not own their first round draft pick next year.
Right.
So that thing could be the number one pick.
Right.
And it's gonna be owned by the Mystics, if I remember correctly.
I believe so. Yeah.
So, and there's been bad drafting outside of her and Camila Cardoso. Haley Van Lith so far has looked like a bust. So there's all this stuff going on. And it seems like Angel was up for a just change of scenery based off of everything she did not vibe with. Like Jay said, she wanted the star treatment. Management's like, you second-year player. You ain't getting that right now.
Yep.
So,
which, again, it's unfortunate, but it's like, look, the league as a whole, we've talked about the new agreement that they have where the players' contracts are going to go up and things like that. Mm-hmm. But the Sky, for the most part, you go to see Angel. And there are some things that are just undeniable with certain teams. You go to see certain teams with certain players. Case in point, why do you go to see the Sparks?
I mean, at this point, it's like the Sparks just as a team have been kind of doing their thing in the way that there's Lakers, but there always is kind of a star there that's doing the damn thing. But it's similar to the Lakers. It's the brand itself is pretty goddamn big, but they always have a megastar. In this case, they have Kelsey Plum, and Cam Brink, and Rakia Jackson. Like all of them have really been kind of balling, and De'Erica Hamby. Like they've been doing their thing. They just, for whatever reason, can't.
You go see the Indiana Fever specifically
to see Caitlin Clark.
Uh-huh. You go to Connecticut to see.
At this point, not really anybody.
Very
good. But like the Wings, for example, like the Wings were good as a team, and you would say Enrique, but now that Paige is there and Paige
now you go to see Paige
identified herself as a superstar.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like when you have that, the problem I always have with these discussions are the way the general populace will respond. And when I say that, and I know we got to move on, is because Angel being a black player, people will say she's ungrateful. Let's just be real. But if a white player in the league has that same mentality, she's deserving of it. And that's an imbalance. Like that's a thing. It happens in the men's league as well. Mm-hmm. So it's a problem. It's like, no, I'm a star.
Yeah.
So I hope she finds happiness over in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens with that. But because all the jokes I was about to say, I just caught myself really, really fucking fast. I'll say them all. I'll say them all when we do record. But let's move on to our next part of this subject. I didn't know about this one, so you can speak on what the fuck is. Oh my god.
Which? Oh, I didn't know about this either. But let's talk about it. Apparently, the Orange Four Muppet signed an.
The picture that is on my screen.
Yeah, I see it. The Orange Fuck Muppet signed an executive order attempting to take rights from college athletes. The executive order would only allow players to transfer once in their 5-year careers without sitting out a year, and each subsequent transfer would result in having to sit out a season in between transfers. It would also limit the nil students athletes could make, and the Cheeto in chief threatened college's federal funding if they did not comply. Lawyers and athletes have already begun preparing lawsuits in the event the order goes through. Bro,
it's an executive order. It is not going to go through.
But it's also, my nigga, that has nothing to do with the law. You can't do that. Stay the fuck out of it, bro.
That's why it's going. His bullshit is not going to work. Like you trying to take away their money and shit. Like, man, fuck out of here, bro. Like,
that's fucking infuriating. That's infuriating.
It's because his white base always complains that college sports has changed and
it's been ruined because of nil. Yes.
NIL, not nil, NIL.
No one calls it nil. It's always going to be called by its initials, its acronym. But here's the issue with the thing.
Y'all don't call it the NECA, the NCAA, nigga, the NECA.
You sound like some old black uncle. Little knuckles.
Hey, man, you see Michigan won that NACA championship? I'm so proud of them niggas.
Nil means zero, Winston.
I understand that. I know it's NIL deal. I know what nil means. I'm aware. I just still think
I'm going off what Dwayne says and Matt and us. I feel like it's 3-1, and I finally enjoy it. On that side of the 3. But I hate the fact people are complaining about the NIL deal because we've been saying for years and decades it's about time these athletes get paid. These schools, these programs are making billions.
They're making hand
over their likenesses. They should have the right. Oh, well, they get to play. They get to have a good education.
Except none of you have ever taken their education seriously. If that was actually the case, if you're serious about that, then you would have rules in place that they cannot go into these leagues until they get their fucking degree. But that's not what this is.
Thank you for your service. You hit them bitches off.
Hell no. They literally bring you in. They make an excuse that they're giving you an education just so they can turn around and make billions off of you and then ship you off.
The motherfuckers have the most general of education courses when they are in college.
Bro, do you remember? It's been like a decade or so, but do you remember when UNC it came out what the overall like reading level was for the football team, and it was like 5th grade because niggas were writing papers for them for so fucking long, and then they went and tested these things, and they literally had a 5th grade reading level collectively as a team, bro.
Yeah, because they don't go to, when you have more this is why players had to go back to school. Never forget Vince Carter going back to school to get his degree. I didn't know if you wanted to move on or because I know you wanted to talk. Matt wanted to bring up about the scholarship, so I didn't know if you wanted to do it. I figured we were going to move on, so I'm going to let you address it. Matt, you want to go? You want to let Matt talk about the scholarships?
He can if he wants to. I was going to talk about how Mike Vrabel was out here just fucking reporters.
Real quick, this is a quick thing. Did you know that they renew your scholarship every year? You're not a guaranteed 4-year scholarship.
Not anymore.
No, my older brother Tree played college basketball D1, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, they choose to renew your shit.
I thought some were like, I thought it varied because I know some were automatic full rides.
Nah, they choose to renew your shit. And that's why you see a lot more people hitting the transfer portal, because especially with coaching changes, things like that. So that's just what I wanted to add to that, the small little bit.
Also, I would actually like to make an addendum. I apologize. The UNC football team could barely read an 8th grade reading level. That's my fault. It's at 5th, 8th. I need to give them more credit than that. I do apologize. So yes, this is a report from 2014. But that's my point.
My nigga said, I'm sorry. These niggas are at least at basic general algebra. My apologies. They understand fractions. My apology.
Oh God, but like, yeah, we got to talk about Mike Vrabel, who's
hey man, let me tell you, I need
out here in these streets, hugged up on Diana Russini. They were caught cheating. Both are married, and this corroborates previous rumors that Russini's out here in these streets. Like she with these front offices, and that's how she gets some of her scoops, bro.
She getting the
Jay,
double scoop and dug out.
Your thoughts, sir?
Listen, okay. I would like to speak upon this as a single man who has been in committed relationships before and understands what the commitment you make to a person, your partner at the time means. It means you're with them. Only them, unless you all have an agreement to go outside of the relationship, this, that, and the third. And should you happen to stray away out of God's magical light, you need to know how to go to a place where you will not be photographed. Why is it?
That's the takeaway, nigga. That's the takeaway.
Why? Every time we keep catching these people cheating, it's because these motherfuckers be in the most public of places. I would fuck around too if it was her.
She bad though. She bad though.
Yeah, hey man, listen,
bro.
And motherfucker hit his wife.
Hard titties, like she bad though.
Hey, look,
but like,
hey, Vrabel, hey, bring it back up. Vrabel hit his wife. Was like he had just got done fucking. She was asleep on the bed. Vrabel hit his wife. Was like, hey, put your mother on the phone.
Wait, are you hitting that J. Cole line?
No. Yeah, this is from from Harlem Nights. Hey, honey, it's Mikey. Listen, I ain't never coming home no more. Take it easy. Put your mother on the phone. That's the coldest. I don't even know if I ain't never going. Put your mother on the phone. But here's the thing too, and let me just say this, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. She is not the first reporter I've heard of who does what she got to do to get her scoops and her stories out. And also, it ain't even about. Let's just keep it a buck. It sometimes ain't about the stories. She out here for the love of the game. And listen, who am I to want to stop a woman want to go on here and do a thing? By the way, sex work is real work. And this is not on either one of them. I feel like I need to address
Whoa. Why are you... God damn, I can't take you anywhere, bro. Like, I can't take you anywhere.
Let me. Sex work is real work. And I bring this up because...
Why? Why do you bring this up?
You know, he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Why do you bring this up?
Let me finish.
A journalist. She is a journalist.
This has nothing to do with her, okay? This is just a side tangent I had to get off my chest. It was on my brain. And my brain has been kicking in like crazy. Mm-hmm. So, I believe that sex work is real work. And the other day, last week when it was a little bit hot, I saw the Sepulveda streetwalkers, and a couple of them were out there, and they were walking down. They were doing their patrol, looking for people to, partake of their services. And it was hot outside, and I was like, man, this is really sad that they are up and down these streets trying to provide a service, and they look like they parched, and they look like they need to be, they're in the heat. They don't have no water. So I want to start a program to help keep streetwalkers filled with fluids, but that are in a bottle. Let me finish. My program is called Hydration for Hoes. And what I want to do is get water bottles.
Nigga, no.
Listen, no.
Stop it. Get some help.
What is wrong with you?
It's the
part.
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
What is wrong with you? You started off by talking about how sex work is real work, I agree with you. But we were talking about a journalist that got caught with a coach.
I know, and I just wanted to make sure when we talk about people fucking and side bitches and everything and all these things, and I want to make sure we talk about hydration for hoes. We need water companies to go ahead and sponsor nice little bottles. You want to keep the prolific prostitutes from.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
No, you don't care. But there are those of us who care about the well-being of the. There's an Instagram account, my nigga, that goes and it looks at some.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir. To some of these chicks that be out on the stroll on Figueroa out here, and Nick. I've seen 3 bitches where I've been like, I could change her. And it was serious in my life. I was like,
okay, enough, man, enough. No, that was the fact that he responded by going serious in my life. That was actually impressive. That was genuinely impressive. I gotta give you credit.
Like it was 3. I was like, yo, you out here selling ass on the street, baby girl. Let's get a camera. I got a nigga with a studio.
Do something else. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want. Do something else.
He had sugary drinks. Baby, I'm trying to think about your kidneys right now. You need water. Hydration for hoes.
You need to leave.
We were told
Streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/chip. Streamlabs.com/Blerds-in-the-Hood/chip if you want to support Jay's new business venture, Hydration for Hoes.
Hydration for the hoes, hydration for the hoes, hydrate for the hoes, hydrate for the hoes. I'm not gonna say do the homie, do the
homie. Homies over hoes, homies over hoes, homies over hoes, homies over hoes. Do the homie, do the homie.
You're like,
oh my
wait a second. And I'm the one to get us canceled. This one. Yo, if you go like, I don't like you. If you gonna have an open relationship, whatever, do what you do. Bro.
Oh shit, nigga, fight. Hold on. There's a fight. Check this shit out. There was a fight between the Atlanta Braves and the Angels, my nigga. Yo, we still in the sports area. Look at this.
Look at all the time that evaporated here. Just staring at each other.
Yo, it's a stare down. These niggas is pissed. Here goes. What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
What you want to do?
Dog? What's up? What you want to do? Ooh.
Oh, now you get knocked down. Oh.
It's possible to get Lopez out of there.
Bro, they just brawling.
Oh. Does a nice job of stepping in. Yeah, he sets up. So that's
What's up, Nick? Hey,
the fact he kept the ball in his hand, though.
Dude,
hey.
The fact that he's fighting with the ball is wild.
That nigga's fighting. Hey, nigga, we get to wind up in the pitch, nigga. Anyway,
dude, you see Lopez went to go kick this dude upside his head, and he stopped right before it happened because somebody was like, "Hey, don't you be kicking nobody in the head, bro."
Hey, nigga, we need you the rest of this game. All right, Streamlabs, doc. So here's what I wanted to bring up, and I don't know if we have assets for this.
Oh, is this the SNL thing? Because that was what I was going to bring up. Because I wanted to ask you as a comedian.
What are you talking about? What SNL thing?
Okay, did you not hear what happened with Chloe Fineman?
Is it? I was just literally about to say, is it that Chloe Fineman admitted to doing
Chloe
some wild shit?
Yes. Okay, all right. I'm gonna pull the video because I actually have it. I don't think they put it in the assets.
Oh, nigga, I put it in our I put it in our group thread on Twitter. On Twitter.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then I'll pull that. That's fine. But yes. All right. If you want to tee this up while I pull that video, nigga, because oh my god.
So this isn't what exactly. So I want to talk a little bit about different things that happened. First and foremost, before we go there, Kanye West had his two sold out shows at SoFi this past weekend. We told y'all when it would happen, it was going to sell out. Now people are pissed, rightfully so. You know, he gave a little "I'm sorry" op-ed to the Wall Street Journal before, and it was like whatever. And I told y'all Kanye West's fan base is primarily teenage and middle-aged white dudes. And that's what came out. Now, there were a bunch of black celebrities there, and people are pissed at them. Lauryn Hill performed with him. Which is funny because a lot of people don't realize that means Selena Johnson was like, fuck you, no. Because I know Selena and her sister Celicia. all of us from the crib, all of us from Chicago.
Okay.
The woman's voice, oh, win it up.
Yeah.
That's Selena Johnson. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That's if I'm not mistaken, Matt, you can check. If I'm not mistaken, that's Selena Johnson for All Falls Down.
Okay.
He had Lauryn Hill do it, right? Now
Lauryn don't even perform no more.
No, she just don't perform on time. And so not on time, nigga. So all these celebrities came out, people are upset that they supported. And I'm like, I need y'all to understand. People are like, but he sold t-shirts with a swastika, which was terrible. He made that bullshit Halloween song, and we know all these things. And I don't forgive Kanye. Yep, it was Selena. So which means Selena was like, nah, nigga. Because I know, like I said, I know Selena and Salisha are some of the realest ones. They be like, nope, nah, we good. So people are like, yo, people forgave him. And I'm like, the problem is we've had this discussion numerous times, unfortunately, with the separation of art from artists. And the problem is, but here's the thing with Kanye, unfortunately, and again, I'm not supporting this man by any stretch of that man's fan base. As long as he has a fan base that is going to keep paying for him.
Yeah, I need us to, as a society, and I mean, I know that's really pointing at his fan base, but we got to do. But the fact that it didn't just sell out, it sold out so fast they gave a second show. That a second show opened up. That's my thing. And like, I am not going to sit here and say that people cannot change and become better people and all that kind of stuff, and that we can't potentially forgive and move on from things. But David Schwimmer put out a statement himself. I talked about this on Spill the Tequila with Roca earlier, that essentially apologies and the idea of change and becoming better do not just happen because you put some words on a piece of paper and it's like, okay, all's forgiven, we're good. For years, he kept going on this Nazi shit and talking about slavery as a choice and all the other bullshit he was doing. We need to see sustained, changed action before you just go, yep, you know what? Thank you. We're forgiven. We can move the fuck on. It's not like he said one little thing and then apologized. But this was sustained bullshit.
But the problem is, again, what people keep, I understand. I'm 100% with you and everyone who was upset. 1,000% on your side. But I need people to forget the one part that we cannot, unfortunately, control. We can't control that fan base.
Oh, I thought you were going to say white people.
That too. But it's true. You can't control his fan base.
Look, you want to talk about white people not being able to keep shit under control. So I got the video here. This is what I was talking about.
Go ahead. You tee this one up because then there's something else.
So this is members of the cast of SNL. They were doing a Vanity Fair interview, and I'm just gonna let Chloe speak for herself. She's not the Karen, right? We have a Karen.
I didn't get one. If my producers didn't get it, we don't have one.
We still have Spurs Karen that we haven't used.
Okay, great. So then this is not a Karen. This is just I have so many thoughts. Just listen.
No, I was fired as a camp counselor.
For hitting on the campers?
No, I pantsed a boy.
Oh, honey, I think you're on a list somewhere.
And he wasn't wearing underpants.
Oh!
And then a giant school bus drove by, and they were like, "You can't," like, because he would lift my shirt all the time.
Oh, what is happening?
It was Berkeley.
How old was the child?
He was like 6. No, it was a different time. Like he would be like, "Hey, can I have a hug?" And I'd go to hug him, and he'd like lift my shirt like a dick. And then I was like, "I'm gonna get back at you." And so we were on a hike, and I was like, "Hey, Ollie, go look over there. It's a hawk." And he looked, and then I yanked his pants down. He wasn't wearing underwear. His little ding-a-ling was out. And then these two twins were like, "Ollie, I didn't know you didn't wear underwear." And then I was fired. No, I was fired as a.
Okay, so here's my question to you.
Go ahead.
Are we upset that she admitted it, or will anything happen with her position on the show? Because I don't think
anything. I don't think anything will happen on the show. I'll put it to you this way. There's two things here that come to mind. And I told this story also on Spill the Tequila, so I'll tell it again. A lot of y'all know. I went to private schools growing up in Dallas, right? And so I went to this all boys private school predominantly a bunch of super rich white kids. You know, I'm there like on financial aid and shit like that. But there's a kid, my homeboy Shaka, who was like from the hood. He's like met like at the time a handful of white people in his whole life. And he gets to this super rich ass fucking like white school. And within a month of him being there, one of them little kids decided while we were all like in the gym, he pants Shaka. And Shaka, because growing up in the hood, and if somebody put hands on you and did some shit like that, immediately turned around and knocked the kid the fuck out. Which all the black kids were like, yep, that checks out. Whereas the white kids lost their mind, and then they tried to expel Shaka from this. If it wasn't for like my mom and the other black moms over there being like, what you're not about to do is literally this young man got assaulted. He's in a completely different environment. Somebody came up and pulled his fucking pants down. So if you're going to expel him, you need to expel the little kid that did that shit too. So instead they just suspended both of them and call it a day. First of all, as black people don't be pantsing motherfuckers. Like, let's keep it a buck. That's some white people shit. Am I wrong? Like, I got three other Negroes sitting here. That's some white people shit, correct?
Well, never mind.
No, do you be pantsing niggas?
No.
What were you gonna say?
No, when you said we have three other niggas here, I was like, well, technically.
Stop it. If anything, both of them would know better than us since they come from both worlds. So stop that shit. Second of all, no, I like, is this one of those things where it's like, oh, you need to fire her immediately? I think it's more where I'm just like, what is going through your head that you tell a story about how you at 16 showed the penis of a 6-year-old to a bunch of other people, even if it was like, oh, we were just ripping. It's one thing if like you were 16 and he was 16 and you were getting like, then it's teenagers messing with each other. You were damn near an adult. You were 2 years from being a legal adult and you pulled the pants down of a 6-year-old, bro. Does that not sound like just poor judgment? And if so, how about you keep that story to yourself? Like, why are we oversharing this shit?
Sir, well, because listen, there is too much oversharing. Number one, there is a thing of like, you don't need to tell everybody shit you did, even though you're trying to get it all for comedic effect. But it's also going to be glanced over.
Bro, the fact that she did voices while telling the story of her showing her little voice, she's like, wow. I was like, bro, why are you doing voices right now?
Yeah, she's trying to, like, again, you're trying to play it up for the comedic effect, and it absolutely is not helping. To watch Mikey Day just be like, Mikey the whole time is like, bitch, if you don't shut up. Because it's bad. It's bad.
Dude, their faces, the rest of the cast's faces as she's telling that story is absolutely wild.
Because it's like, you can't believe, because I think it's the faces are all, you're still going.
Yeah.
You're still, no, because you can't stop this story at any point.
Because the other thing that I will point out, and this is someone who like when people are like, oh, you're blown out of proportion. I did see one tweet that I think is an absolute solid point here. If a man had said, if Mikey Day had said, when I was 16, I pulled a little girl's pants down and showed her vagina to everybody because she kept coming over and like trying to lift my shorts up. Do you know the speed at which Mikey would not only be fired, he'd probably be arrested, even though it is like this has been decades. So that's the only other part about this that I think that like people aren't taking into consideration, where they're kind of like,
I was about to bring.
I think
that's
you're not
literally
making this
what I was about to bring up, because it's like when we bring these stories and when people try to bring them up for comedic value or whatever, and like I say, what happens, because people are gonna brush it off within a couple of days like it ain't shit, right? You're gonna have the occasional one or two outlets that may pick it up. Maybe like a daytime or an afternoon talk show that may pick it up. But for the most part, nothing's going to change with that. And so, again, had that been a dude, I don't give a fuck about race, a guy that says, like you said, when I was 16, I pantsed a 6-year-old girl. The reaction
that would never fly.
And I just believe when, however you're going to feel about this story, and I'm using the broad, I do this a lot to try to make sure you guys see it from every perspective. However you're going to feel about it, you need to feel about it across the board the same way.
That is the main thing. That would be the main takeaway there. But that's That's what's crazy. I like, comedian or not, bro. How is there not any part of your brain that goes, maybe I shouldn't tell this story? Like, there's no part of you that goes, maybe I should stop. You should just go. You should literally go, I got fired as a camp counselor. You don't need to tell the story. You don't. Make something else up.
I got fired as a camp counselor for something. If I told y'all, it'll probably get me put on a list.
You don't even need to say that, because then people are going to start running their mind.
You let them run their mind. But because again, if I said, but again, here's the thing about that as a joke. That'll probably get me put on a list. What list? There's a bunch of lists. You know what I'm saying? So now
I get it, but I was going to say, considering that the Epstein files are the main thing everybody's talking about, they're probably going to jump to that when you say camp counselor. That means you were in charge of kids. So, like, she should have just said, I was fired as a camp counselor, and then she's an improviser. She is a professional improviser, sketch comedian for a living. You can't improvise something like.
Oh, yeah. So here's the last thing I wanted to bring up. After I brought up Kanye and then moving over to comedy with Chloe Fineman, Louis C.K. Fineman, excuse me, whatever her last name is. It's irrelevant. Louis C.K. was announced that he will be headlining a show at the Hollywood Bowl for the Netflix is a Joke Fest, as well as having a new special come out. Now, if you do not remember, back in early 2000s, I believe it was, Louis was outed for.
If I remember, I want to say this was like 2016. You're talking about Me Too, bro.
Was it Me Too, or was it like right before? It was like 2016.
No. He was a part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
He was one of the people that got outed.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. Louis had lost his career after, it came out that he had harassed a bunch of women. He had inappropriately exposed himself, masturbated in front of them. There's a lot of things, and he blacklisted women's careers. He stifled careers and even made some women leave out of stand-up. I'm trying to make sure I'm saying this correctly. Now, Louis lost his show, money, all that. He should have lost all that. Disappeared for all of 90 days.
Was it only 90 days?
It was a very short. Maybe 90 might be just being, just a little bit loose, but he disappeared for a short amount of time, but then made a return to stand-up. Started doing shows, was again creating albums, selling out theaters, and then recently sold out Madison Square Garden, as well as won a Grammy for Best Comedy Album. Here's why I bring it up. When it was announced, I saw a flurry of people going, oh my God, we're letting people have a comeback. And I'm like, while I understand the anger, while I understand it's like first of all, as a stand-up comedian, I know how hard women have it in our industry. I see women have to struggle to climb a ladder because men are always, men are literally looking out for the boys. I've watched hilarious fucking women be pushed to the side for mediocre ass dudes. I see it all the time. But to say that he is being given a comeback by the industry doesn't have morals, number one. But also, this motherfucker been touring for a minute. And it goes back to the same thing I said with Kanye. Louis C.K. is only able to sell out, to only perform at the Hollywood Bowl and record a Netflix special because he has been proven that he still has fans regardless. And I think we need to make sure, like I said before, while you're like, yeah, these companies and corporations and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, look, corporations don't have morals. It's just a fact, unfortunately. It's an unfortunate fact. It is the people, the men and women who keep buying tickets. And I had to make sure I said men and women because I just saw an advertisement for Chris D'Elia at the Brea Improv. The amount of women in the comments tagging their homegirls like, yo, let's go. These people are able to consistently perform and tour because they have a fan base that is going to support them no matter what. That is where your ire should be. That is where you're angry. Yeah, do you want, like, Louis needs to apologize, do all these things? He absolutely does. But motherfuckers got to start getting mad at these fan bases because these are the reason these people are still able to do what they do.
And that's literally it. He sold out the Garden in 23. He's been on this world tour that has been selling out all over the place. Like, he got paid all that money with all the other comedians at the Riot Comedy Festival. Like, I mean, it's the idea of canceling, because we can take it beyond comedy, but the idea and even music, it will come down to what the people decide to do. The outrage is obviously there, and it should be for these things that are happening. But if people continue to spend money and support it, there's a point at which it's like, yes, we can still put that vitriol towards the people that did the thing. But like Jay just said, at what point do we then genuinely get mad at the people that are buying the tickets to these shows, that are buying the tickets to these movies, that are buying, there's a point at which, again, if it, the big topic of conversation right now, this re-release of Harry Potter as a TV show. Like, yeah, you can get mad at Warner Brothers and HBO and all that shit. The people you need to get mad at is all the people that immediately, when the trailer came out, oh my God, it's my childhood all over again. Those are the people to get mad at. And I know that as I say this, I am yeah, you can make your face if you want to. I can see it. I can see you. If you, but it's the people that are actively putting money towards the project.
Statement. I think me and Matt are for the first time on the exact same page at the exact same goddamn time. What the fuck was that voice?
Which one?
Why did you? You hate my baby? Why did you?
Mr. Potter, what are you doing out this late at night?
Like, I see a lot of people, even what about the Harry Potter, they're like, oh man, all these people keep supporting. And yes, we know how horrible of an individual J.K. Rowling is.
She's the devil.
But you are not, but that does not stop people who are fans of the work. And I do understand people like, oh, well, she's actively trying to harm trans people. And I understand that. But you remember there are people there. Yes, and she is, but there are people who are just like, I want to get butterbeer. Like, it's just,
that's the fucked up part. And again, I think that is a longer conversation to have about humans as a whole, because again, this constant harping about, oh my God, cancel culture. But at the end of the day, it's up to people, if they're actually serious about this, to say, I have a problem with this, I won't support it. But again, the reason Kanye is able to sell out nights, the reason that Louis C.K. is able to sell out the Garden, the reason that this Harry Potter show will probably be the biggest show HBO puts out this year, and they're putting out a lot of shit.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
For you.
Oh, sorry. Hey, because there was a premiere tonight, and like a show come back this week, and I was like, "Hey, bitch, the biggest show in the world." And I'm sorry, I don't know why.
I thought I wasn't allowed to talk about that, so I didn't even bring it up. You did it this time. You did this to you.
I'm sorry. That was an impulsive thing too.
Jay didn't do shit. A show wasn't named, so Jay is in the clear.
But
thank you.
But see, the problem is, if people just do basic math, okay.
Hey, stop giving people the cheat sheet to the test, motherfucker. Keep rolling.
No, see, here's the problem, Matt. You're acting like the neighborhood is stupid. I don't appreciate you insinuating the neighborhood is stupid.
And now, an ode to Karens, brought to you by Blerds N The Hood. Now, before we go into this dedication, you must be asking yourself, well, what is a Karen and what does it mean? Well, Karen is a mocking slang term for an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, especially as featured in memes. Karen is generally stereotyped as having a blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to retail and restaurant managers to voice complaints or make demands, and being a nagging, often divorced mother from Generation X. Karens most notably have been known now to call the police on black people when they're just doing this thing called living. You know, something that God allowed them to do. This includes Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, Sleepin' Sarah, and a host of others. And typically, Karens feel that because they are white women, they are entitled to do whatever they want and make life choices based on their insecurities as well as fears. Well, here are a few moments of wild Karens caught in their natural habitat. I want to write a bad Tubi movie.
Bro, please tell me you saw the one recently where they were like, these Tubi movies are getting ridiculous, where a guy is like held in interrogation.
And he hits the table and the whole
thing that was supposed to be holding him to the table just started bouncing up and down on the fucking table. The fact that we see the same shit, it kills me, bro. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, this Karen, for those that aren't aware, this happened at the Spurs game like a week or 2 weeks ago. Check this out.
There's no audio.
Sound. Yeah. So, yeah, she said, so if you saw, she was typing all these crazy Hispanics here. And then what did it say? Did it go like pull it back up? Did it say, where are they?
How'd they afford it?
How can they afford? Yeah, that's absolutely fucking.
So, ridiculous. It's actually brought up a question. I've seen this one, and then it was like there's supposed to be a player speaking out about it. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You can go ahead. I was about to say, man, I went to high school. My high school was 60% Hispanic. Like, I'm from Texas. Like, what do you expect? It's like going to Boston and playing. There's a bunch of white people. Like, what type of sense is that? Like, that makes zero sense. But no, go ahead. What's your question?
You just said this question. Also, there were a lot of fans in the stands tonight wearing shirts that say "Crazy Hispanic Fan." People were waving Mexican flags, stuff like that, showing their pride. Just how important is diversity to the city, to this team, to this community?
Like I said, I'm from Houston, man. I think that's the most diverse city in the country. My kids are a quarter Mexican, so like they're gonna be used to my wife's dad's side's all black, my wife's mom's side all Mexicans from Mexico. Like my mother-in-law was born in Mexico, so my kids are gonna be used to seeing that. It's funny because his grandpa has all brothers, no sisters. His grandma has all sisters.
Yeah, I don't care about your family genealogy.
Yeah, I was like, my nigga don't know how to tell no stories like that because he was. I did not need the full family genealogy, bro.
My daddy's mama, the daddy's mama, cousins, brothers. So again, there's become a discussion because she is not the first person where this has happened to. There have been numerous cases now because some people have their fonts extremely big, and people just happen to be aside them, behind them, or whatever, and notice they are saying some of the most racist, inappropriate shit. I bring up the situation on the airplane a couple of years ago where the guy was like, I got to sit next to this black woman and all this other shit. And she was like, what? And she recorded it. People are trying to say that it is a violation of that person's privacy because you are looking in their phone.
No, it's not. You're in public. You're in public. You did no, it's not. If she really feels that way, then get a fucking screen protector that, like, as you tilt it, you can't see that shit. If you want a privacy screen, my nigga, get a privacy screen. But no, you're in public saying something racist. If I see it, I'm gonna call your bitch ass out. Stop that shit.
There, again, this farce of an administration has allowed the veil of racism to be taken off. To have the gall, the nerve to be at a San Antonio Spurs game and think, oh man, it should have been only whites and probably a few rapper blacks here. Because that's absurd. That's fucking insane.
Yep.
I am tired of seeing these racist ass white people. How can they afford this? How do you afford it? Like Hispanic people, black people, other brown people are not working and making money to enjoy the luxuries that they want to enjoy. It's really, it's baffling to me, bro.
It's not, because the truth of the matter is you have to remember racists are stupid. They're really, really stupid because truthfully, since they already don't understand that racism is coming.
We forgot to talk about
what?
Racists are stupid. And we're speaking of stupid people, Pooh Shiesty. The first nigga to make first day out, going first day back in.
Okay, that's enough on the Karen. We're gonna do it real fast because we got to end the show. We got to get out of here. Go ahead. Give him the speed version.
Oh, Pooh Shiesty, the rapper, Pooh Shiesty. This nigga.
So ridiculous.
How do I want to say? This nigga kidnapped Gucci, man, with two of his homeboys, a couple of his homeboys. This happened back in January now, if I found it out. This happened months ago. Yeah, kidnapped Gucci to get out of his contract deal because clearly the contract was bullshit. But not only did he kidnap Gucci to sign the contract to get him out of his contract, he robbed the nigga. And now this nigga's going right back to jail. And there are some rappers on Instagram.
You know why he robbed him though, right? It was on some Suge Knight shit. He wanted to get out of the contract that he had with Gucci Mane's fucking record label, so he kidnapped the fucking room, ran up with some dudes, locked the door, said, "You gonna sign this shit, nigga, and let me out. I'm gonna shoot you." And so went full Suge Knight with his daddy, with his producer, with all these motherfuckers, and they all got arrested by the fucking FBI, nigga.
And everybody was like, "Oh man, Gucci snitched." First of all, the tape has been out since January, number one. Number two, I wouldn't be mad if the nigga did. You niggas ran up in the studio and tried to hold me hostage. The fuck is wrong? First of all, the nigga's name's Pooh Shiesty.
I mean, that's the first thing. His name is Pooh Shiesty.
Shiesty. Rappers can be some of the stupidest dumbass people ever. Speaking of dumbass rappers, Offset got shot at a casino by another rapper.
Yeah, he got shot because which my favorite tweet about that, he got shot because he owed somebody like $10K and he wasn't about to pay that shit, so they shot him in the ass. Now, what makes me laugh is there was a tweet that went out that said it's hilarious that instead of people sending thoughts and prayers to Offset for getting shot, instead it was like 20 niggas be like, if that nigga owe me $5, I shoot his ass too. Even Des Bryant was like, yeah, I was at one like event with him where he owed me $8K and I was about to like shake him awake, be like, hey man, give me my money. But he was surrounded by his people, so they all got pissed and started getting up, be like, hey man, back the fuck up. So I let that shit go and just chalked it up to the game. But I guess we know what kind of nigga he really is. Like, bro, Offset is a problem. He is a fucking problem.
Hey, brother, listen. Takeoff died at a dice game. Maybe Migos niggas shouldn't be gambling.
Well, but again, people have said this multiple times. It's Offset's fault.
I heard about that too. It was Offset's fault.
Wait. I thought I heard. Wait a minute. I take that back. They said it was Quavo's fault that night that we lost.
That Takeoff got killed.
Mm-hmm. But fuck, man, that's absolutely fucking insane.
Jesus, man. Listen, it was so much. I wanted to make sure we said all this shit before. I was like, oh, let's talk about that. Oh, let's talk about that. And I know Dwayne's probably looking like that wasn't on the run sheet. Like,
don't come at Dwayne. Don't come at Dwayne. We're right at the closing time. We're right at about 2 hours. Instead of being a dick, how about you plug your shit so we can get out of here?
First of all, I'm not a dick. Oh my god, you guys are so mean.
Nigga.
That was racist.
Nigga,
Even more racist. Listen, follow me on social media. I told y'all earlier, the social media shit is real. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, MrJayWashington, MrJayWashington. Please follow me there. I'll have more reviews, all these other things coming up soon. Here's a list of upcoming shows. If you are in Austin, Texas, next week from the 15th through the 19th, well, the 18th will be the last night of shows. 15th through 19th, I'll be in Austin, Texas for the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. I've got a bunch of shows. If you're in the San Diego area or Southern Orange County, catch me at Mic Drop Comedy Club on Saturday, April 25th. One night only, one show only, 7:30 p.m. Come out for that. I'm working on finalizing some dates in Indianapolis. I will be in Montana officially in October. There's a bunch of stuff coming up. I will be on your TV again in the next couple of weeks. So, get ready to lock in with that. I'm here every week. We will figure out when the poll go up if we're going to be live Tuesday or pre-recorded Tuesday. But either way it goes, Tuesday we're doing something for this show. Winston, it's on you now.
Yep. You can find me at the Swaggy Blerd on all platforms. I've got some stuff coming out on the channel this week. You can go watch the playback of Spill the Tequila over on the John Roca channel. You can obviously check out the stuff that we have on here. Capes and Cows on Friday, myself, Christian, and Chris Carr. And I believe the Rambo reactions are going to start dropping this weekend as well, I believe. I gotta double check with Christian. So check all of that stuff out, man. And as more stuff is coming, I'll be sure to announce it. So check that out for social media. But again, if you're watching this, thank you so much for joining us. Again, if you want to send support, streamlabs.com/blerdsinthehood/tip or the Venmos, the Cash Apps. We will read all of that on the next show. Don't worry about it. And again, while you're in this thing, look at the poll, vote on it. Do you want a live show on Tuesday? Do you want a pre-tape on Wednesday? You let us know what you would prefer as you're watching this, and we will reply back to you with what we're going to do this next coming week. So with that, we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching Blerds and Hoods. We'll see you on the next one, y'all. Oh, and file your taxes, nigga. Peace.
You file your taxes.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Jay, I gotta ask you a question, man. We need to start doing the around the neighborhoods, and I know you fucking lines again, because please tell me you've seen the 100 studs in Atlanta, and then fight for them to teach people about like equity and owning home ownership and all that shit.
No.
Okay, first around the neighborhood back, I'm gonna have to show you these 100 studs because it's fantastic, bro. They out here marching talking about who we is. 100 studs. What we doing? Making wealth. Who he is. 100 studs. And what we doing? Making wealth.
Yes.
Shout out my nigga Gucci. Shout out my nigga Gucci.
What?
Yes.